Hello everyone, this is Surreal Games here with the first Let's Play. I'm starting out with Luigi's Mansion, a classic favorite of mine, and this is a launch title for the GameCube. So we're just going to start up a new game, and this is my first Let's Play, first channel. I'll let you watch this cutscene real quick, and I'll get back to the stuff that you want to hear. Alright, so first cutscene opens up. Pretty creepy game. This is Luigi's big start to his own game series. And I realize there's a second one out by now. But I don't like that one as much for certain reasons. Like, I don't know if you've ever played this game. I know this game came out a real long time ago, and as for my fan base, it's basically non-existent. So, I'm assuming this video is going to get like 50 views within the next entire year. But we'll see. I don't really care. I'm doing this for me, not for you. So you guys can go screw yourselves. I will also try to refrain from saying things like that, since this is a children's game. Alright, so that was cutscene number 2. Sorry I talked a bit at the beginning of it. I didn't really say when I wasn't going to talk. I really don't remember this game very well. I haven't played this in years. I just remember always loving it. It's a great atmosphere. I think this is... Maybe I'll save this for another video, since this video, I don't want to walk in there yet, because it's going to be a cutscene, but I'd like to just get rid of all the boring stuff this video. And as of the people that do watch it, which is probably going to be 0 people until this is all done, just let me know how long you'd like these videos to be. I'm probably going to make them about a half hour each. This one might be a bit shorter though, because it's kind of like all the intro stuff, kind of boring stuff, and I don't know, but I'm probably going to cut it up later anyway, so we'll see how it goes. I should bring EGAD into Super Mario Bros. You can take a punch. Alright, this speech goes on for a while, and I cannot make this go faster. I'm hitting A and starting everything. It's just not doing anything. So, sorry guys, like I said, this is going to be a boring one. I'm probably going to try and make it short. It's a very skippable episode in the main series. Yeah, I think the ghosts in this game are really cool. I like the whole atmosphere, and Nintendo has never really had a game like this, even after Luigi's Mansion, other than like Dark Moon, of course. Yeah, I think it's cool. They always try new things. People argue with me about this, but I really think this is like Nintendo's stab at survival horror. And as you can see, we're connecting the EGAD on the Game Boy Horror instead of the color. I guess I gotta show them what I can do with that. This is basically Ghost Hunting 101, Ghostbuster stuff. Yeah, and sorry that the audio is mostly going to be pretty boring, just me talking, and like I said, I'm not experienced in any of this stuff. It takes a while to get used to commentating, and I mean, I'm basically talking to no one. It's kind of weird. And since I have no real reason to be talking with any of you right now, I'm basically talking to myself and sounding like a dumbass, and yeah, it's kind of weird and different for me. I once tried to make a I once tried to make a Wind Waker Let's Play, but I don't even consider that to be like real at all, because that was way long ago. I got this DVR for Christmas one year, many years ago, because I wanted to start capturing games and doing stuff like this, and I never did it. And before that, that's when I made the Wind Waker stuff, so I didn't even have a DVR. That's why I'm not doing any new stuff, like any newer console stuff. I don't have an HDMI DVR or whatever. So I'm gonna have to stick to the old games, which I'm fine with, because the GameCube is my favorite console of all time. Which I guess I'll kind of explain all this and what my channel's about in a different video that I have yet to make. But, I really don't. I accidentally clicked on Egad, so I don't. Try that on the Anju statues. Alright, Cuckoo. Nothing. Yeah, I kinda didn't want to go to the place. I wanted to just go back to the lab, whatever. Alright, time to go to the mansion. Our first actual thing that we get to do in this game. And, oh, we're only at 7 minutes and like 45 seconds, so that's not too bad. Plus I'm cutting a bit from the beginning, because I just sat here blankly staring at the screen for like 5 minutes. Oh, here's a toad. Just like survival horror games, might I add, you can't save anywhere. You have to go talk to these toads and make them stop crying, and basically tell them that you're gonna save Mario, and at this point, we have no clue what happened to Mario. I have no clue. Except I do. I'm just gonna leave it to some, what's that called? Some dramatic irony, or something like that. I forget. When... No, wait, that's the opposite. That's when you know more than me, or something. Oh well. I don't really care. Same thing. But we get some gold on the floor. Some idiots just throwing gold around the floor. And we'll need that later to build a new mansion. This is basically Animal Crossing before it came out on GameCube. I forgot about this. I remember this actually kind of used to scare me, because it would fall. And the first time I didn't realize, I just kind of thought it was spinning. And, yeah, I got hit by it, is all I'll say. Oh, this room used to creep the shit out of me as a kid. This room, it really opens up. This game opens up very nicely, I think. And it really, like, sets out to do what it's supposed to do, in my opinion. And, in my opinion, this is their stab at survival horror. I'll go into the reasons why I believe that in other videos, since we're already, like, 10 minutes in or whatever, but let's see. Who put out my candles, you, Mr. Lime Green? Well, dark rooms are dangerous around here. Yes, they love the dark, and now they will get you. Now you're in for it. Blah. Just like that little red cap before you. May you wander lost in the darkness forever. Are you afraid of the dark, little man? Are you? Ah, there, yeah, now. Yeah, that used to scare me as a kid. And then your first real ghost encounter, since you don't get to fight them earlier. You don't really fight them, but you got a little vacuum here, the Poltergeist 3000. Which in the new one, I don't think it's the Poltergeist 3000 anymore. I think it's a newer model. It's like the, it's the Poltergeist Extreme 2000. I have no clue what it's called, I forget. But the main problem I had with the new one was, it was mission-based. And I don't know if you know anything about this game, but as you can see, this is just one huge mansion. Look at this map. It's insane. You just wander around, have fun, and figure out what's going on. And it's a great game. I love it. And the second one, I feel like, ruins that entire aspect of being immersed in the mansion, in the game, by making you go... It makes it, like, missionized. It's like Call of Duty in Luigi's Mansion style. And also, EGAD, as if he doesn't call you enough in this game. Which I know he's talked to us more than he does throughout the rest of the game already, mostly because it was the beginning. But in Dark Moon, on the 3DS, I didn't explain that, he calls you at least, like, 5 times a mission. And missions are, I guess, like, 10 to 20 minutes. Not that long. But not short either. Oh, just took my first blow. This game actually can get pretty hard. Dark Moon definitely is harder, especially on the small 3DS. Although they really do it well. And they make a lot of puzzles. Like, there aren't really any puzzles in this game. And some of them are pretty cool, given, like, the small amount of things you can do. You basically have, like, one more move than you do in this game. And it's a dark light instead of... Well, I don't know everything about this game, but I'll try and point out things I do know. Like, in this, you'll find a blue ghost. And blue ghosts basically give you treasure. And... I'm saying I don't really know everything because I don't want you to think I'm like 100% on this. Oh, maybe not this closet. There's another one. Oh, here we go. Oh, shit. Alright. No! No! Wow, I'm starting off this Let's Play horribly. Oh. Banana peels. This is Mario Kart all over again. Alright. Come into my vacuum, you big fat banana eater. Alright. Oh, more treasure. Yeah, but you wanna... I mean, treasure isn't really for anything in the game. I said that you buy a mansion, but that's not really anything. That's not really a real thing. Oh my god. I was literally, like, standing on it before you threw it there. I don't know why he eats faster when I'm sucking him up. But oh, there's a key. All the way up there. So that's like basically as advanced puzzling as it gets. You have to figure out, you have to vacuum a key off of a thing. And I don't know if you've noticed this already, but I've basically vacuumed and hit everything I can. Because you can find gold in them. And dollars, you know, you gotta get those bills and some gold blocks, and if you hearts too, those are important, and if you don't get that, you'll get piles of dust. I think oops, okay, that's where I thought I was going, but I wasn't sure, I couldn't remember. There's also some spider webs. Actually, in Dark Moon, you actually have one less move than in this game, and one more. Oh, we got a call. I'm not gonna say what he's saying, unlike I did with the pictures earlier, because Egad never says anything important. He's basically allowing me to not have a fun time. Those moments are always so tense when you're opening those doors. And mice. Mice are the only ghosts that... and bats. That really don't matter at all. Let's see what doors are open here. Oh, and this is the one. Alright, time for our first boss. Oh, shit. My bad. Sorry for the language again. I already said that word twice, and I just said earlier in the same exact video, I'm gonna refrain from saying those things. Alright. Bosses have much more health than regular ghosts. And they normally... all ghosts, when you expose your flashlights to them, you have to hit their hearts. It's basically Kingdom Hearts. So you have to make sure to get the ghost to expose their hearts. Normally in this one, I hide behind his wheelchair. Or not his wheelchair, his rocking chair. He's not a crippled old dad. Oh, see his heartbeat in there? And actually, there's a move you can use that I'll show you if I don't kill this guy. I'll show you on the next boss, anyway, if I kill him, which I probably will. As you can see, I'm really small. I accidentally hit a brown mushroom or whatever, purple and black, which makes you smaller and you'll lose some coins. So they're never a good thing. Alright. Getting some keys. We're actually going through this pretty quick. It's a very short game. It's another reason why I chose this as my first Let's Play. Like when I chose to do Majora's Mask the first time. Or not Majora's Mask. I've never actually beaten Majora's Mask. But Legend of Zelda is my favorite game series of all time. Cannot wait for Legend of Zelda U. But enough of that. I'll talk about that another time. What was I even saying? I don't even remember. Oh, Wind Waker. When I tried to do Wind Waker, that's such a long game. Especially the Triforce Hunt, and I really didn't know the game very well at that point. So I had only beaten it like once before. Now I've beaten it many times. I'm actually playing through it right now in the HD version. Only having 3 hearts, and so far I haven't died once. It's actually way easier than I was expecting. It is an easy Zelda game, though. Our first gold brick. You actually get way less of these than you think you do. Alright, here's that cool trick I was telling you about. This is actually inverted camera. I was confused for a second. You can take this and aim it at the boss's heart. Like you can see the heart beating there. And you can see... Isn't my hair gorgeous? Of course, I do spend a lot of time on it. I was so bored, cooped up in that painting. Now I spend all my time in front of the mirror. It seems to scare people though, so everything is coming up roses. I feel like I said that wrong, because it didn't make sense. But, so she's focused on her hair. And, like, they'll kind of reveal a little hint about how to kind of beat them. And although you can't just suck her hair off... I'll get this out later. You do have to blow it around. Oh, no! I missed. Wow, I'm so bad. These bosses, they really don't adapt too well. Like, if I do this again, she'll never see it coming. Wow, that's not enough, I guess. And there's Toad out there crying. And then right when their heart's exposed, you just go in for the kill. This is like grave encounters right here. This game's actually, especially when I was a kid, right now it's not scary, but like I said, as a kid, some of these parts were really creepy. Like, and I love scary games. Like, I've been playing Outlast lately. It's awesome. Love that game. I actually, since I'm starting up my channel and everything, I'm trying to get people to notice me out in the world. I actually might start using Twitch now, too. I mean, I have a Twitch account, but I've never actually used it. And since I don't have an HDMI capture thing. Just capture a card. I really don't know. I might just live stream that up to Twitch right off of my Xbox One. I'm doing a horrible job of getting this fan to move. Oh, there it goes. If you don't spin in circles, apparently it works even better. I always thought it worked better if you spin in circles. But I remember this always gives you a lot. I felt like it gave you more. Maybe not.
Oh yeah.
But yeah, I think it's cool how through that window you can see Toad crying. Kind of like... I never actually checked the map if this really lines up. Yeah, it does. It lines up perfectly. So that's kind of cool, little extra detail that Nintendo always seems to have. I guess you can say this is really our first boss. I mean, those were our bosses, but I guess semi-bosses is more like it. Here's another little trick. See these doors? How they don't have mats in front of them, like these doors? These doors are fake, and they'll like slam into the walls, which I spent my fair share of smashing into walls my first couple playthroughs, and I still do. I'm just so used to trying every door. I'll probably do it a couple more times throughout this game by mistake. That one was purposeful. So we could start up a count, I guess. How many times I crash in the doors. Or, not crash into doors, but doors slam me against walls and splatter me. So here's our second boss. Or third boss, actually. It's a baby. A babby. And, like I said, this could, I guess, be technically the first boss, since it's different than the other ones. But like I said, all bosses have like their little trick. Like, you gotta make some noise, wake up the baby.
Wanna play with me?
Sorry, I read that. Oh shit, this baby's kicking my butt. I said the S word again. In front of a baby, too. It's bad enough that I said it on YouTube. I said it in front of a baby.
Ow, you gave me an owie. I just wanted to play with you. I hate grown-ups. Why do you have to be
Bigger than I suck at doing baby voice. I suck at most of these voices, but I'll keep trying. Oh, that was it. I thought I'd hit him more. Smack him around. Child. Killing that baby. I like how he's always holding his little Game Boy horror. It's like it's a little cell phone he's attached to. This baby can really yell. This is what babies are really known for. This boss really not too bad. He's got his patterns, like a lot of old bosses. And if you really know how to fight him, like, he'll send his horse out immediately where you are. So, you really just gotta move like one space over. And then with these bouncy balls, one of these balls is gonna stop, and you gotta do what you did originally and smack him. This boss I've never gotten with one thing. I don't. Oh, yeah, I was gonna say maybe I'll do it now, but I obviously did not. And then here, I think you can just stand like right in the middle here. And he'll never hit you. You probably all stand off to the side too. But yeah, he's pretty simple. But I mean, it gets you used to the game, which is good. I mean, not everyone is playing this game has played this as many times as me. It's a great game, and I feel like a lot of people have not played it or don't know what it is. Like my one friend earlier, I told him that I was going to start making my first Let's Play tonight. And I said I was doing it on Luigi's Mansion. My friend asked if it was going to be the Game Boy one, or the Game DS one, or this one. He was excited it was this one. But, my other friend didn't even know what the series was. He thought it was like regular Mario games, but with Luigi. Which I think is always funny, because I feel like I don't know, I'm a huge gamer. I know, like, so much about games, not to sound cocky. But then whenever I run into someone that doesn't know something about games, it always surprises me, kind of. Like, when I was searching if other people thought this game kind of was survival horror, I figured out that a lot of people didn't even realize what survival horror meant. And a lot of people thought that it just meant that it was supposed to be scary, which is just a regular horror game, it's not survival horror. But I mean, it's not really a term a lot of people know, I guess. I guess I could always make some videos explaining these terms. Then again, if I was wrong, I'd look like a dummy. Alright, this is our first big key. And they're not like Legend of Zelda games. In this game, it opens up more parts of the map. And once again, he's saying useless stuff, and it's gonna bring us back to the lab, probably. And this is the coolest part. I love this part of the game, especially later, after you catch a lot of bosses and kind of forget about this part. But all the bosses that you fight, that gallery we were in, I probably skipped past this earlier, and I was supposed to read it to you, but all the ghosts escape from their paintings that they were in. And so this basically transfers the ghosts into ghost form back into like a liquid form, and then like molds them back onto their paintings and seals them in it, which is kind of cool. I like it a lot. And it goes to this nice like victory screen of like these are the ghosts you captured, and it's really cool. You get to look at like all your progress and all the ghosts you captured. Not really ghosts, but all the bosses you captured. So there's the baby and the dad, and last but not least, the mummy. The whole family. Here's the victory screen I was talking about. I always thought that was cool too. His little flashlight is the spotlight. And it gives you the names on the side. And all those dots are like secret gems and stuff like that, which is really cool. And those little pearls at the bottom are you can only get them from ghosts. But it's cool being able to see how much money you make. It's a very neat and very different game. I've never really seen a game like it. I mean, I've never played the Ghostbusters game, but I'm assuming it's very different from this. I feel like this is the perfect Ghostbusters. Oh shit, sorry, skipped the cutscene. But yeah, these doors with little thorns on them that flash, that's what these keys are for. I'm pretty sure you're never given two choices at a time, but if you are, you can only use it for the one it's designed for. And so we unlock more of the map, and let's see what doors are open. Oh, okay, I see. There's not much open, but I don't know if you guys could catch it, but there's a door open all the way back here on the left. And it can sometimes get confusing, because you don't always really know which door you're supposed to go in, and there's so many. Especially if you accidentally miss something. Oh, no, it's not this one. Occupied. Alright. Let's do this one. Oh, it's a bathroom. No toilet, though. Just bathroom. Oh, these are our next type of ghosts. These are the chokers, as I call them. I don't know what they're actually called. I just thought they looked like eels that kind of snuck up behind you. They basically just put you on a chokehold. And then they can actually get pretty scary, too, because some of them are invisible the entire time, and you can only see them in mirrors. I wonder if he says... Yeah, he just says there's some ghosts. He doesn't give them a name. So I just call them the chokers. I don't know if that's right. And here's another key. Up on another ledge that we have to suck off. Luigi can suck everything with his vacuum. The best thing people always used to say to me that they hated was you can suck up the money in your vacuum, and it still goes into his amount, but I think it would be annoying if it didn't. And also, I always think that you can just take the money out of the vacuum. It's not like the vacuum's a black hole or something. Like there's a bag you can open up and take out. There's also these ghosts in hallways of places you never did before. Right before we go in here, I'm gonna end the video. Bye.